Hello, everybody. So this is Amy Masters. I apologize. I have a really bad cold, and I've been wanting so badly to release this planner, and I was waiting for my voice to be better and for me to look better. But I decided to release this tonight, and it's unreal how many of you have already purchased this. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Jamie. And so I'm going to do a quick video to show you the binders because I really want you to see it before you make a purchase to make sure this is what you want. The reason why is because these are truly handmade. This is now a family project with my daughter and I. And hello. And so what happened is I've had this in my sights to do for about 2 years, and I started it in August, wanting to release it by October, and obviously that didn't happen. Here we are in the middle of December, and it just, as you guys well know, one thing after another caught up, and once again it proves why we need a planner like this. So what happened is I went online and I went to some business solutions in some big towns that are by us that do huge mass amounts of business solutions apparently. And to do this binder the way that I wanted it, they told me it was going to be $37 for the product, and then I was going to pay them the design fee because they were going to have to upload it on the computer even though I'd already designed it. And then the cover was going to be additional, and they could not metal coil bind it. It was going to be done in plastic. And I just couldn't find what I wanted. So guess what I did? I went and bought a cinching machine, which is what this is called. I bought the coils. I bought covers. I bought vinyl. I bought a vinyl cover. Hi, Layla. I bought, oh my gosh, all this stuff, printers, envelopes, everything to be able to make them. Because I thought if I could come up with one prototype, then I could find somebody online that might be able to make them for me. The sad thing is still the cost is too expensive for what I want. And so I've made this, I had to figure out Word, which meant I had to buy a new computer. And I've made this completely myself and with the help of my husband and my daughter and some cousins. Like I said, it's become a family project. So I want to show you the binders first because I think it's important of knowing what you're paying for. So know that this is a metal coil binder, and this is a very hard cardstock. It's flexible, so it shows you what it really is, like a flexible cardboard. This is fully lined when it's completed. This is just to show the cover part, but so it's fully aligned like this on front and back. And so therefore, over a year's use, it will hold up. And being that it's vinyl, I learned that it would hold up better than the paper. So every month I start off with a quote or something to be inspirational for you. Like January is dream big. And what does that mean to you? And I really do want you to journal in here if you want. These are printed papers, so you can erase it with a pencil and it won't take off your background. So these are not copied papers. These are actual printed papers, so they have a nice sheen and gloss to them. Your social media inspirations, for instance, it's first of all New Year's would be for 2020. It's known as Hot Tea Month, so your posts for social medias could cover things about tea, maybe where it originated, and have fun with that, or tie it into nails somehow, or in the beauty industry. January 8th is Bubble Bath Day. Part of this is I encourage you to do self-care. I talk to you about scheduling time for you in here and taking control of this year and making it about you, and like I said, the empress of your empire. January 13th is Make Dreams Come True Day, and January 15th, Global Belly Laugh Day. Fun things for inspirations for that week that you can tie in to your social media. Now, I'm going live every single Monday, so you can join me live, or lives are always available on replay, and I'm going to do them in this group. Now, I'm only going to allow in this group to be public just so that everybody can share it and get people in there and understand what it's going to be about. So every Monday I'm going to go live. Like I said, you can join me live or you can join in on replay. and we can help share social media ideas. We can be accountable to each other. We can share. I have plenty of share about keeping profits in your pockets and ways to be profitable and how to schedule and how to build a clientele and how to track those clients. And some of it ties into social media, and some of it I do call the Reebok walk, where you really do have to do the walk. So I've already started using this because I wanted to see how it would work. And for instance, like right here, you're going to write in like your intentions. So I don't call them New Year's resolutions because we're not resolving anything. It's our intention to complete that goal for yourself for that year. So I call them New Year's intentions, and we repeat this throughout the book. Highlights and priorities, and then continue on. So these are set at 1 hour increments, but for 30 minutes. So you do have to write smaller in this book. For instance, this is an example. Sheena is going to come in at 10 o'clock. I have an hour and a half marked off for her, and then sadly I have a doctor's appointment. I'm off. I do make these go Sunday. I include Sundays so that you can, maybe you work on Sundays doing social media posts like I do. I'm not able to, do that throughout the week. So I schedule my posts on Sundays. Mark that time off like you're at work and be able to have private time to be able to do that. Or maybe you need self-care and that's on Sundays. Maybe if it's even for church and your community action, what I call your giving tree. And then, you can see here my husband goes to boot camp and then back to scheduled with appointments and whatnot. So I know that not everybody works these hours, but if you saw in my reasoning why I was choosing these hours is I did a poll, and oh my gosh, I have hundreds of comments on there that I asked people what their hours that they worked. And they gave me a variety from 6 in the morning all the way to midnight. And I knew that I could not make a planner that justified those times. And I've also learned in 28 years of my career that there's no reason why we should ever work those hours. That to take control of our life and live life with purpose also meant that we had to control the time that we worked. So I do apologize if you work beyond the hours of 8 to 7. And I do, take consideration if you guys have suggestions for the next planners, because obviously I have all of these on my computer. I can adjust times, but I don't, I really want to encourage you to end your work at 7. Go have dinner with your family. That's a late dinner. Enjoy time with your friends and make this time about you so that you can wind down, so you can get adequate sleep. Because we've learned that that's the main thing that we need to grow old in life. It's the main thing we need to do to stay healthy and overcome a lot of illnesses is good sleep. You have to wind down. And it's been proven if you work after 7 o'clock in the evening, your time to wind down isn't until midnight. And if you're back to work at 8 in the morning, where are you really getting true quality time for sleep and for your family, your friends, and yourself? And so that's why I stopped it at 7, is because I, too, am going to stop my schedule at 7. I also, every week, I'm going to cover words of the week. You can write your own, but this is also something that you can come up on your own. And for the whole week, I want you to encourage you to focus on that word. They've done many studies of high-powered entrepreneurs, and this is one of the things that they did, is they wrote down a word of the week or a word of the month. They implemented it into their verbiage of what they spoke about daily. They implemented it into their life, and they really made changes believing in the word of the week. And so I'm going to go live every week talking about my word of the week, and you can either use mine or you're welcome to use your own and what it defines and what it means to you. We are also going to be accountable. You guys know I teach keeping profits in your pockets, and I know a lot of people can't always afford the online workshops. So this was a way for me to teach you how to keep track of it and continue to go on with it each week, and how it ties in for the whole year. So you're going to keep track of the income that you made throughout the week, the expenses for the week. In fact, there's envelopes in here to put your receipts in. And then if you take keeping profits in your pockets, you already know what your overhead cost is, but this gives you an idea. is you can always keep a note card in there of your overhead and what your normal bills are, what your total expenses are. And then what you can do is, and then your income, how many clients you did. And so a simple way of doing that is then you would take your number of clients, the number of hours that you worked, not number of clients, the number of hours. Some people might take you 30 minutes. Some people might take you an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours. So how many hours did you truly put in, like even cleaning hours? And you're going to divide those, and you're going to come up with your average hourly wage, and that's before your overhead, before your average of 32% in employment taxes. 17% on average is regular taxes that we have to pay, and then it's an additional 15% for self-employment, and that's on somebody that's based at $40,000 a year. So 32% of what you make goes to taxes, and we don't account for that. So we need to. I want you to be profitable, and understanding just that alone helps you know that you can set your prices to be profitable and start them now, from the beginning of the year. If you want to go into a lot more detail, and I work with you one-on-one and how to do your menus and all of that, I would enroll in the Keeping Profits in Your Pockets workshop. But every week we go through the same thing. So at the end of the month, you have, here it is. Reflect, receive, and reject. This is what worked. What did you want to reject? You're not going to do that again. Even if it's, sadly, a client name, somebody that just stressed you out. Put them there, and maybe the next month you do them again, and again their name is there. That's proof that you need to fire the client. Where was your focus? Was it on work? Was it on techniques? Was it at home? Were you sick like I am right now and your focus is just on self-care? I need more training in. As we go through each month and you have the same consistent thing, at some point in time you're going to need to set a budget for yourself to get additional training in what you want to perfect. Your most popular social media posts, because it's proven that you should repost those and keep them active to keep your page active. My community action, what are you doing for volunteering? Are you online sharing, stuff like what I do? Or are you in your community and you're volunteering that way? What are you doing for community action? Because they've proven that we have to give to receive. And if you are not being a part of a giving tree and these are your goals of what you want to give, then you're not going to get anything in return. And it's so important for us to give back and reflect and be able to share, whether it's our knowledge or our time or financial or whatnot. So you have to include that in part of that. Okay, so you will have personalized notes from me, customized for each one of you. In these binders, obviously your envelope, and then it goes into the next month. So without a spoiler alert, I'm going to skip through the months. You guys can see them when you get your binder. But at the very end, I have year-end reminders, like print your bank statements, your annual 1099s. Anybody that you've paid over $600 to, you need to create a 1099 so that you can use them as a write-off. Get your taxes turned in. Renew your annual subscriptions. Like I just had to turn in my annual fee for my salon license and my nail tech license. Renegotiate leases, rents, contracts, credit cards. Always do that when you have time in your slow time in January and stuff. Also changing your passwords. Make sure your domains are working and all your new usernames. Order another binder, of course. And then we obviously have the New Year reflections of the same thing. So annually, what was your favorite trend, your worst trend, your best celebration, your biggest fail? What did you learn from that? Your most popular social media post, which I can tell you, Facebook will send that to you. Most requested service. And are you doing what people are asking for? Or are you promoting the service that maybe isn't your specialty and where you want to be. And so I work with you to find out what your specialty is, how to develop it, how to become an expert in that, maybe even become an educator. In between that is all your year ends. So here's year ends expenses and year end totals that you'll get from each month if you go through this binder with me every single week and do all of your totals. So before you purchase, hopefully you'll see this video. This one is what I'm calling the mint one. This is the Shabby Chic binder, so it's kind of all crafty and cutesy and woodsy. It comes with the choice of this pink glitter, and you can private message me if you don't want the floral, but my daughter loved the look of that. Here's the purple glitter. This is vinyl, like it's very sturdy. And this one's just a soft pink one. And then the tribe binder, you can get in the choice of the blue, the mint, or you can even do this gray kind of color. So the tribe binder is all about follow your arrow. Like I said, this will be completed. I just didn't complete it for the tutorial. And it covers the exact same stuff that's in the Shabby Chic one, except for all of these top pictures for each month are a little bit different. I can tell you, that Becky Bunnell and I are very close friends. And this is inspired by Becky because she has the hashtag tribe hashtag nail tech gear with the shirt and oh my gosh, the aprons and everything that she's doing. And we did the Jumpstart Your Nail Business, and it's a free one that you guys can find on the website. And then we also did Vivify Your Nail Business, which is a very intense, we call it 21-day boot camp that actually lasts way more than 21 days. But anyways, this is inspired by Becky, and I just can't thank her enough. She sent me some of these images, and I just really like the way that it turned out. Again, you'll have your envelopes and all of that, but it's all about following your arrow. Like I said, I don't want to be a buzzkill and show you everything, but I'll go back to the very end. You still get the year-end reminders as well as your income and expense totals. Now, when you're done at the end of the year, you turn this in. This is your profit and your loss sheets with your envelopes. You turn that into your accountant. That's the end. That's what you need. That's how detailed and planned I'm going with this. And so I decided to keep the binders at $42, but with the average shipping cost I checked is $8 for the US. So if it's international, I'm just going to have to eat some cost. But I decided to include a weekly Mindset Monday because I think it's important for us to continue to be accountable to each other, and not just once in a while, but consistently. Every week you're going to be accountable to me to make sure that you're filling out your paperwork. If you have any questions, I can help you. If you need to steer you to workshops to get more developed into your what you want to specialize in, I can do that as well. And so I really am here to support you, and I really want to help you, and I'm dedicating my year. I'm calling this my giving tree of giving back after 28 years in the nail industry. And my health has not been the greatest. I've shared my health issues, and this is the best way that not only can I get a source of income, but I can give back as well. And so I appreciate you joining in on this journey with me. And so if one of these binders speak out to you and you would like it, you can go to thenailsource.biz, go to the workshop area, and then you can find this and then order which one that you want, and I'll get it shipped out to you as quickly as possible. And then if the binder doesn't work for you, the timing doesn't work for you, but you still want to be a part of this, you're going to be into our Mindset Monday group for free until the end of January. So you'll get 4 Mondays with me, and then you can get an idea of what the group is like. So anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting me this year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas next week. And I hope that all of you guys have not come down with the crud that I have, and you've been able to enjoy all of your family and all the gatherings and the parties and all of that. So I look forward to working with you soon, and I'll see you on December 30th, which is my birthday. I figured it was a good Monday to launch it on. December 30th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. What I am going to do is create an event for every single week. And then if you click going on that event, it will send you a reminder and translate it into your time zone. And so you'll go to the event section of our group and of the Mindset Mondays, and you'll be able to click going on those, and it will always send you a reminder. And so yeah, it makes it a lot easier. So you guys, thanks so much. I appreciate you. Sorry, I look awful, so I'm not even going to turn the camera around. You can enjoy the lovely glitters and the covers here. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.